Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and today we are going to be taking a look at a collaboration with Proenza Schouler and VANS. This is on the Puffy Slip On and it's in the Ecru color scheme. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome in. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these unboxing and styling segments. Today we are going to be talking about a collaboration done with VANS and Proenza Schouler, one of my favorite designers that I guess I've got pieces over the years for a very long time. So it was really exciting to see that they were partnering up with VANS. As far as the silhouette goes, this is called the Puffy Slip On, and this is in the Ecru color scheme. This did initially release in 3 different colorway options, a yellow tone that was named Resin, as well as a black. So first we'll go through the overview of these, then we'll jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this clean looking silhouette. Then we'll conclude with how much these are going for on the retail market currently. Let's jump right into it. If you are a fan of Proenza Schouler, this is definitely something that probably excited you just because in knowing the brand for a very long time, I for a fact know that it's quite expensive. So it was refreshing to see that they would be partnering up with VANS, which I honestly wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together for the two to come together and come up with a collaboration like this. But I was really excited when I saw images that I definitely had to snag and try out a pair of these. So again, this dropped in 3 different colorways. I opted in for this Ecru, or basically it's kind of like an off-white tone. But this is something I feel like is a classier looking VANS, a little bit more upscale, that being because the majority of the upper and the majority, I guess, of the outer exterior is full grain leather, and it also has this really kind of cool marshmallowy puffy look, hence the name that this is the Puffy Slip On. So pretty much fully covered in that nice kind of off-white tone in the full grain all the way wrapping around, and it's very subtle. There's not a lot of branding on here, so we do have VANS here on this pull tab, which is actually in leather as well. So they did not cheap out in any parts of the leather anywhere on here, but we've got VANS on each end of the lateral side of the sneaker, and of course we've got off the wall branding behind here on the rubber midsole. As far as Proenza Schouler goes, there isn't much branding except for the insole here, which we have VANS and Proenza Schouler's branding in a nice metallic gold, and then a nice cream tone for the insole. Then when we go down to the bottom, this is where we are getting that gum bottom here, and that pretty much completes the slip-on itself. You do also get this nice little duster bag here, and it's really nice because you are actually getting some leather stitching on this little patch here with the dual branding on there. So that is a nice added addition, and then you are getting a really high quality Proenza Schouler box. It's really cool actually. The letters feel like they are 3D to the touch. Again, just a much nicer box than you typically would get with any of the VANS sneakers in general. So a little bit about the brand. This is from 2 amazing different designers who are from New York City. It is a New York based brand, and it officially started back in 2002, and the 2 guys who started the company actually went to Parsons, and their senior thesis actually became the first drop for the brand itself. Pretty crazy to think about that, because I've actually modeled for a lot of different seniors for their senior projects, but you know, it's one of those things where you don't really know what's going to happen after they submit that project. And it's pretty cool to think that some people who have taken those senior theses after graduating from Parsons have actually turned it into a very lucrative business that's been very successful for many, many years, since this initially did start in 2002. As far as this drop goes, this actually was exclusive to Proenza Schouler's website, as well as their Soho store based here in New York City. So congrats to anybody who's able to cop a pair of these. Let's take a look at all of the details. All right, so as far as size and fit goes, I ended up going and sticking true to size just because I was really unsure how these would fit, and I was really worried I didn't want to go too small and not be able to fit in them. So I went with a 7.5, and these actually have a lot of additional room in them. So I would actually recommend going half a size down, especially if you are somebody who has a bit more narrow feet like myself, or even wider feet, just because these are quite wide in general. So definitely going to have a lot of extra space in there. Now let's talk about styling. So definitely had to wear my most recent pickup from Supreme. This is the Ducati drop that came out recently, and it's such a sick jacket. What can I say? It's got these amazing patches, rubberized letters on the front and back, but it matched perfectly with these. Of course, you can't really go wrong with the color scheme of this. This is going to go with everything. And then I just wore some nylon denim jeans to coordinate with this.
I'm stressed out. Not sure why you leave me when I put my best out, but you still have me lived out. Don't pretend to care now. Yeah, I'm sure you're gone behind those doors, but it's easy.
And then for the second look, I wore just a nice simple olive green tone tank with some nice camo cargo pants to give this a little bit of a different colorway option. Look, I wore a Def Leppard tee, and I just paired that with some simple black leggings. All right, so as far as retail goes, these retailed at $200, and there are some sizes that are still available on the Vans website. So if you are a fan of Proenza Schouler, again, super expensive designs that the brand has released, at least clothing-wise, from what I have in my collection. This price point is a little bit more obtainable and affordable, especially if you are somebody who has wanted pieces from them. This could be your opportunity to snag a pair of these puffy slides. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. Be sure to hit that subscribe on your way out if you're not already subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up. We will catch you on the next video.
'Cause we're a match made in LA.